Hello, blessings, good evening. I am just like I've been up in here like literally it's taken me all day, I swear. I started this afternoon with this room with the decorating, and I'm just now getting finished and I'm still working on a few things. So I'm almost done, but I wanted to come and speak a little bit and talk about um, how I deal with clients with estranged relationships with their mother and what some of my policies are here, um, and so on and so forth. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Uh, all right. Okay. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm communicating right now with somebody. Okay. All righty. Okay. Okay, guys. Hi, good evening to the three people that are in here. Welcome. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. It still, even though my ratings are disabled, it still helps with the algorithm. I wanted to talk about the very, very complicated and complex situations that some of you guys can go through with your mother. I think fathers are very different than your mother because you were in your mother's stomach for 9 months. And that's a very, very complicated situation. And so, how I handle it at my company, personal, first of all, I don't do death magic on people. I don't do things to harm people. Okay. I just don't use my magic for that. I just don't go there. Um, but the one thing that I can tell you is that when a child doesn't feel loved by their mother at any stage of life, at any stage, but I think that when you are a child, it is particularly devastating to a child to not be loved by your mother or to have your mother dislike you. And that is a very, very complex and very complicated situation. And I am not at liberty to judge anybody that is in that situation. I'm not at liberty for that. Okay. Um, especially when when you have a small child that is being abused or either, something is going on and you have anger, towards your mother, that's something that is going to be God's judgment, right? That's going to be God's judgment. If you have like certain things that are still devastating to the mind of a child, like a parent competing with their child to the point where it creates devastation, in a sense to where it is interfering with personal relationships, friendships, your finances. Those things can be those things can be equally as devastating to even a grown child. When you are not being allowed to spread your wings, that within itself is very frustrating. It's like being in prison. It's not a good feeling. Having either a parent that is narcissistic or a parent that might be, suffering from some kind of mental illness or dementia, whatever is going on, it can be extremely devastating. And guess what? It's not just about mama, it's about the child too. You are a human being as well. You matter and you count too. Okay? You do. You matter, you count. And there are situations that sometimes you just can't take back. You can't take it back. You can't change it. It's best to try to keep the peace and have some kind of harmony with your family, with your loved ones, if you can. If you can't, if you try, because sometimes you can try, but it don't make a difference. And you know what? I would never, ever, ever tell you, because first of all, thinking about it, it's so, that's that generational curse that's on your family. And there are some people that will try to take advantage of that. Your problems in your family. And see, I don't do stuff like that. I got a client that I was just working on 2 weeks ago. We working on healing the relationship. Nobody's trying to just do harm to somebody. That's not what people would try to typically do. You are, what matters is mommy and baby. You are baby, that is mommy at the end of the day. And in order for your mother to give you something, or to have, or for you to benefit, your mama got to be okay. But what if mama is not okay or something is going on? What are you supposed to do? Now, I'm just going to say this. It ain't my business and it ain't my place. 9 times out of 10, if you got a messed up relationship with your mama, your whole family is cursed. If you got siblings, they curse too. But to tell you that you ain't got no hope in life, that's a lie. Whatever choices that I make as a mother with my children, that is gonna be my judgment with God, nobody else's. I'm a mother of 4, and my children, they've messed up before. I'm their mother. It's my job to give them unconditional love. It is, but it's also your job to teach and your children, especially when they are of a certain age. I'm personally of an opinion you don't give up on your children, you know, and you have to allow your children certain leeway and decisions in their life. So when I'm dealing with the complicated situation of a mother and a child, it is never my job ever to lay down any judgment, not upon you and not upon them. The point, my whole purpose is to be a spiritual guide so that I can make sure that you're like, I want to do this, I want to do that. And we got an obstacle over here. And it's like, okay, what can we do to bring peace and harmony to this situation? Sometimes it is not, sometimes it can't be. And we're not going to go around as spiritualists and condemn children just because, you know, they had a messed up relationship with their mama, especially if you are an adult. Where are they doing this at? I don't even believe that God does that at all. See, that's a mother that wants to always be a control freak in her children's lives, and you cannot do that as a mother. You have to have some kind of workaround with that situation. Now, when you got to lay down the law, you got to lay down the law. But at the end of the day, both mother and child matter in the situation. You are never your mother's sacrifice. That is when I have people that come to me and say this, and that. My mama did this, my mama did that, my mama said this to me. She crushed my dreams, she crushed my soul, and I feel like I'm her sacrifice. And that's when you become a living sacrifice. And that is not what God wants for you. I wish I would ever tell my children, oh, you have to give up your whole life for me because I'm your mama. That's one of the reasons why they created emancipation laws. That's one of the reasons why they created the law where you, at a certain age, you are an adult. You can't enter into a legally binding contract until you're 18 years old. The law protects us against being made sacrifices for the parent, because there are some parents that feel that you have to sacrifice your whole life, and it just is what it is. It's a very, very complicated thing where you have to talk to God. And whatever emotion that that child is feeling at that time, it may be validated, maybe it's not. Hey, Jen, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. The whole point of it is that you're not condemned for the rest of your life because of what happened. See, this is the difference between healing and not healing. Whatever may have happened to you as a child, or maybe some stuff happened as an adult, you have to come to a point of healing. There's no healing in that. That's just trauma. That's trauma-based mind control. And I don't do that over here. No matter what happens between me and my children, when I leave this earth, everything that is mine or was mine is going to be divided up amongst my children, and that's just what it is. And you know, it's funny. I'm not gonna get into really what I would really like to say, but you know, it's something that should be kept within the family. It's not my place to tell you how you should feel. You can try to come to a point of resolution, of healing. Hold on, y'all. Let me get these. Go. Make sure you turn on the porch light, sweetie. I already did. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sweetie. Go ahead and close the door, sweetie. I'm gonna light up these protection jars. Okay. I look at things as an adult. When you become an adult, you don't look at things as a child anymore. So when I'm handling y'all situations, when it comes to the problems that you may have with your parents or whatever, okay. When I'm handling a spiritual situation, because I've seen all sorts of situations happen, I have seen mothers under possession of greedy demons. Okay. I have seen children under the possession of greedy demons and people wanting to take advantage. I've seen that situation. And my whole point of it is that nobody should be telling you what to do in that situation. That's too complicated of a situation for it to be a blanket statement. And a lot of people, I've seen it happen a lot, to where there are some people that they want your generational wealth, and they'll try to tell you, ain't nobody gonna ever be able to tell me that about my children. Oh, well, that's a bad child and that child don't respect you. So you ought to go on and leave all your stuff to me. Right. You got some people that are backbiters and barnacles. That's what I call them. Okay. So we don't handle situations like that over here. We don't. We don't handle situations like that over here. We are very fair. There are some people, I swear to God, people ain't even a part of your family. They are of no relation to you, and they want to try to tell you what you're supposed to be doing with your children and how you're supposed to handle the situation with your family and your children. And that's because those people want to benefit. Okay, let's say your mother had $1 million life insurance policy, and you didn't try to do nothing to her for it. She just passed away, and you got folks standing in line. They want that life insurance. Well, I don't think you should get it because you and your mama had an argument. Excuse me? People are real trippy. So it's a level of respect that you have for people in general. Okay, in general, there's a level of respect that you have for somebody. And for me personally, okay. I know, baby, doesn't it? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm about to vacuum. So I gotta go. I don't, I've said already what I've had to say, and y'all pretty much know what I'm trying to say. Here's the thing about it is that, I don't get into people's business on YouTube. It's not my job to judge. I'm just a YouTuber. I am a witch as well, but I am a YouTuber. And there is no way I would have the nerve or the audacity. It's some people, I'm telling you something. I be hearing stuff every day to where you can tell that there's somebody that is really, really, really trying to be very, very manipulative. You know, as a respectful human being, you don't get into people's business in that way. Oh yeah, I got you that toy. Did you got the batteries? Does it already have batteries in it? Let me see, baby. You should have some batteries in there too. Yeah, that's R2D2. It's only for kids. It's only for age. Okay, y'all, I'm getting ready to get out of here. You know, I have noticed that people, though, you know, and I wish I could talk about it, but I can't. You know, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I see people trying to take advantage of people that have family problems, it just make me think that they trying to cause it. And see, that's why I do work on people. That's why I do work on folk, because people are crazy. Okay, people are you know, they'll try to you know, they'll try to kill you for a little bit of cash. People are crazy. Okay, and I'm sorry, but it is not my job. Okay, it is not my job nor my responsibility to try to tell somebody, and this is one of the reasons why, you know, I feel like a lot of generations got cut off. Okay, I really do feel that. I feel that as a society, we are really, really lost in so many ways. This one, oh man, it take double A batteries. I gotta get my double A battery. Do we have some double A batteries? Hold on, y'all. I should have got some. I didn't realize this needed double A batteries. I got a Starlight projector, y'all, and so yeah. Anyway, because I just wanted to look up at my ceiling and see stars. So I'll show that to y'all later. But you know, it's nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? People are really, really nosy, and nosy people are usually trying to take advantage of people. And this is one thing that I don't get down. I don't get down with that. Okay. And as a spiritualist, you have to take into consideration the entire family. You know, I know that for me personally, you know, I sacrificed many, many, many years of my life not doing the things that I wanted to do in life. And none of you guys should have to sacrifice anything. I don't understand what's wrong with these people, why they're so codependent. But you know, it's absolutely ridiculous. It really honestly is. That ain't that, you know, your mother is not a prison warden. You didn't do nothing wrong by coming into this world. 9 times out of 10, none of y'all even really asked to be born. So if you have a problematic relationship with your mother, I mean, we all know that teenagers get rebellious, but once you get older, your mother is the chariot for that. So if there's a problem, that problem may be getting created somehow. You're not necessarily creating that problem. As long as you're not, you know, as long as you're not going out of your way, you ain't trying to spiritually or physically harm your mother or your father, you should not have to be like their slave or something. You know, especially if you come from what they call a broken home and you are defying all of the odds that were against you. That's what God wants to see. I think that some of these people, like I said, they be talking to interdimensional demons. Okay, I truly believe that. I truly believe that some of these folk be in touch with these interdimensional demons and aliens. And you got to you have to forgive yourself. You're not condemned because of some argument, and your relationship with your mother ain't condemned. I know that my mother refused to speak to me the last 5 years of her life, and she regrets it. Me and my mother worked out everything in the spirit realm after she was gone. But you know, I'm not going to really speak on that too much because there's a lot of people that if they know that you had issues like that, what are they trying to do? They want to take advantage of you, and it's wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And sometimes if you already lost your mother will be speaking through the grave to you. Your mother is not going to speak to you through some person that hates you. Your mother is going to speak to you through somebody that is unbiased or maybe even directly to you. And I think people are sick and disgusting for even trying to play around with and play those games with people. You know what I'm saying? And can nobody replace my mother or my grandma. I am not, listen, I would never ever claim to be able to replace your mama or your grandmama if they gone. And I've had people make comment even on YouTube because they nosy and they're backbiters. They try to make comment on me, on my relationship with my mother, but guess what? My grandmother will tell you from beyond the grave, you a false prophet if you say anything else, because my grandmother moderated me and my mother's relationship when she was alive, and she's doing it in the spirit realm as well. So can't nobody tell me. I refuse to. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Most of these people on here, I refuse to let them read for me because it may be somebody that's biased. Oh, I don't like you, so I'm gonna tell you that your mama hates you and your mom. You know she don't. See, and that is a very, very, very. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was just talking to somebody about this today. I was sick for a year after my mother passed away. I was sick as a dog. I felt like I was drowning sometimes. It was horrible, especially when she first passed away. And you got people that are like death vultures or something. You know, they want to move in and they either want to take advantage of your energy because you hurting and stuff. And see, I do readings for people whose people done passed on. That's a very, very, very serious situation. And you can't be playing around with people like that. You cannot play around with people and their family and their loved ones in that way. Okay? You can't do it. And I don't play those games. And I see a lot of people on here playing those games. And it is not a game. Your mother is connected to you through an invisible cord. And it is very, very, very disrespectful. Very, very, very disrespectful for you to be telling people what their mother is saying about them in the afterlife. That is, and I think that that's probably the most disgusting thing that I have seen happen this year. Because people want to take advantage. That's why. People want, people want to get over. So, and I feel like this, or the batteries in it, honey. You got to put the batteries in the remote too, sweetie. The remote, you got to put batteries in the remote and in the toy. Yeah. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get some AA batteries up in here. I gotta order some stuff from the grocery store. Anyway, y'all have a good evening. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Some of these vultures out here, they will take and take till you have nothing. You have nothing generationally, and they'll try to make you feel bad for it. Listen, people need to mind their own business and stop trying to tell people what. I'm gonna tell you something. I deal with clients whose parents are in the spirit realm. I deal with clients whose parents are still here, and never, ever, ever will I give my desperate. That's called a dusty reading. You gonna do a dusty reading on somebody, and they mama is passed away. That is disgusting. Now, if you have a problem with a person and you say, well, I think that this, and that might have happened, and I want to talk to you about it, that's something different. But to say I'm communicating with your mama from the grave and your mama said you cursed, lies. These people have lost their mind and they are sick and they are cursed. You do not do that to people when they have lost their parent. That's a person with no soul, no love in their heart, no nothing, and they just want to get something. I do medium readings for people and they departed grandmothers and great grandmothers and their ancestors. And I have, this is one of the reasons why I was thinking about leaving YouTube. I'm not even going to lie to you. I have too great of a respect for mediums and people that at real actual prophets. That's a false prophet. And I think it's disgusting. Sometimes your mother may have a message from you from beyond the grave that's going to heal you and make your life better. But when you got people out there, they just like, well, I hate you and I hate your mama. And I just want to attack your mama's child. I can't. And this is the reason. This is one of the reasons why but are we surprised? You know how many a couple phone calls I get per week from people that have went to spiritualists and they like, Jamila, I got scammed and ain't nothing happened yet. They done promised me this and promised me that and ain't nothing happened. And once again, I feel like I don't even belong here. Where are the batteries at, sweetie? They should be in the bag. Turn on the light so you can get the batteries out of the bag. I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes and it's because of the moral code when it comes to that. Everybody at some point has had some kind of disagreement or problem or issue with their mother. And I'm gonna come on here and tell you now, if and what do these people think of as disrespect? Telling the truth, expressing yourself? That sounds like abuse to me. Especially once your mother is in the spirit realm, that's the time to work it out. But while you still can. And people coming with these fake, false readings on your mother, and I think it's disgusting. Because some of y'all mamas is already in the spirit realm, even though they walking around here in the physical. Some of them is already in the spirit realm. I ain't even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna get into that. Okay. Out. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta get some batteries and some trash bags up in here, so I must go. Don't put that back there. Yeah, it in the bag with those things in there. Look in the bags with the throw blankets. Oh. Yeah. All right, y'all. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous, and I really literally get upset when you see an obvious fake false prophet. If you're delivering messages from beyond the grave and you're lying about it, right? That's what I'm telling you. Is it just AAA? Should be two packages in there. I thought I got two packs. There should be another pack in there, baby. What'd you say? Mm. Those are AAA, honey. I think it takes AAA. Yeah, I think if it doesn't, I'll get some more. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all want an authentic reading, I feel like I'm one of the best because I take everybody into consideration. And some of y'all did have those mothers that just like they felt like their children was just a means to an end, and that's very devastating. And you count too. You count too. You matter too. And that's why we got a lot of people walking around here sad and upset, and they not connected with their spirit guides because you're steadily being told, well, you just was supposed to be a sacrifice for your mama, just like in the Bible when it talks about parents eating their children. It's real complicated. It's real, and everybody ain't meant to interpret those messages from spirit. Everybody ain't meant for that because they don't have no heart. They ain't got no love in their heart for nobody anyway, but themselves. But that money, that's all they care about is the money. And I was just talking about that as far as with the energy harvesters. They still trying to feed off of you and your family. Where your family at? Why? What's up with that? They'll try to feed off of stuff and like actual feed off of it. They're not trying to heal. They're just trying to feed. That's it. And over a situation that you done worked out. Okay. Let me see. No, you gotta have double. This one needs double A battery, sweetie. So I gotta get some. Yeah, these take double A. So I gotta get some. Okay, guys, I gotta go because I'm getting ready to vacuum my room and stuff and get my little oasis set up here. I will see y'all later. But I'm just being serious, I, and some of these people will come at you like, well, you got a problem with your family, so go ahead and give me your family blood. I did this the one thing I don't do. That I charge a fee for my services, but I ain't trying to some of these people that they be like, I'm just gonna take all and just overtake and take from you. And that's pretty much what they'll do. And it's certain things that certain spiritualists will say where you should know this person is just trying to take from me. And I'm not going to get anything in return except for being told that I got to be a slave for somebody. And that's why I said, y'all, that's why I don't get down with that. That's why slavery is such a repugnant, repulsive thing these days. Ain't nobody playing around with that, and a lot of y'all were energy slaves. And you just supposed to lay down and die because somebody got a problem with you, and you ain't supposed to have nothing because somebody else got a problem with you. And people with it, don't go to these people talking to them about your problems with your mama. No, don't do it. Come to somebody that is honest and trustworthy. Because the moment they hear that, if they would take it, they will take advantage. They want to take advantage and exploit a person that has family problems when those issues should never be exploited. They just want to exploit you. Okay, and they just want to make you feel like, well, your mama didn't love you, and y'all, and so what are you supposed to do? Just lay down and die? Those are very, very deep wounds that takes somebody that has the ability to love. And you got people out here y'all, you got people out here that are just some of the most repulsive people ever. I ain't never seen nothing like it before in my life. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel with that. 9 times out of 10, if you were fighting against your mother, at some point you felt like you had to defend yourself anyway. You would not be a normal human being or a normal soul if you didn't say, hold on, wait a minute. Mama getting ready to bust me over my head with a 2x4 and beat me to death. What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to tell these children, a child, that they supposed to sit up there and just let their mama beat them over the head with a 2x4 and kill them? That sounds like a wild animal that's out of control that might need to be put down. Because trust me, the stories are out there. You can just go look it up on the Misery Machine. Go look that channel up. And you gonna sit up here and say that to people, you realize that it's some people who mama abused the hell out of them, beat them into, almost killed them, and they lucky to be walking around here today. And you gonna step out in the real world in some kind of fantasy fake delusion of grandeur is what that is. And some of y'all were very, very lucky. Some of y'all got, oh man, and honestly. And you gonna come with it on a website where you got people who put up videos every single day about dealing with either a narcissistic or an abusive parent, and you gonna come and tell all these people that I can't. And you know what? I understand that there are certain people, they want to live the way that they live, but I couldn't help but take it personally. Is that the other pack of batteries, sweetie? Huh? That's what is that? Oh yeah, that's the other pack of batteries. So, when I do work in a situation, I'm gonna say this before I go because I really have to go. When I do work on a situation like that, I am very, very careful, very, very careful, and your mother will be okay. I was just looking at that with Blade and his mother last night when y'all ever see that movie Blade? And it just if you have a will to live, you have a will to live. If you have a will to live the way that you want to live, then you have that right. And I could say some other things that I may go over on my other channel and explode. I may or may not, I don't know. Because I'm having a good day today. I'm not running around here trying to grave dig and smooch off of other people's energy. So I don't have to worry about that. I've had a very good day. I'm blessed and highly favored. I don't have to deal with somebody else's problem because I'm sitting there listening and I'm like, what this person trying to say? And you So I'm going to digress and I'm going to go, but I'm there for you as well as your mother. But at the end of the day, you matter too. Your personal well being and sanity matters too. Nothing, man. What you doing? Are you playing tic tac toe? All right, guys, I gotta go. I will catch y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful week. And I will be seeing you guys later. And I love you guys. Okay. I will see y'all later. Blessings. Okay. Blessings and peace. Bye bye.